Hello everybody, welcome on in. I'm Orion, back with some more Deep Rock Galactic Survivor. Today we're going to run the heavy gunner, but we're going to do two weapons that, you know, you wouldn't really think would fit with this guy. We're going to do the crisper flamethrower, and we're going to do the cryo cannon. And the main reason we're going to be running this class is because this guy does get heavy weapon bonuses. He gets extra range and extra reload for heavy weapons. And the interrogator gets a huge buff for like status effect damage, but then they get a big negative for overall damage. And with this build, I do want the cryo cannon to be the #1 weapon. And so I didn't want it, because it's not, while it is going to have some status effect, it's mainly going to be like the cryo cannon obviously doesn't have status effect damage to it. So we want to build potency more than we do status effect damage. But that's why we're going to be running the heavy gunner, because we're going to get this extra range, we're going to get this extra reload, which will help with that weapon. And then we'll just have to, hopefully, you know, we'll probably try to pick up maybe like the sludge pump also as our 4th weapon. But that weapon's going to kind of get not ignored, but, you know, not like super buffed up. This is mainly going to be a crisper and mainly a cryo cannon build. The cryo cannon ideally will be the highest level weapon in the game. That weapon, the cryo cannon, you know, I originally kind of had as like a D tier weapon, and I think my opinions on that weapon still stand. Like, I don't necessarily think it's that great of a weapon, but I will say with the, you know, the what do we call it? Hold on, we got to try to get our weapon here. Okay, there's a sludge pump. We're not gonna get that right away. Okay, we'll do the flamethrower. But with the sort of upgrade difficulty in the game, I will say that the weapon has definitely probably jumped up tiers, as it's definitely way more useful than it was before. Because before, the game at some point was so easy that cold was irrelevant. It was like, why would you ever pick a cold weapon? You don't need it, you're better off just running damage. But now that the game is definitely more difficult, those sort of cold weapons definitely hold a lot more value. We'll go with, man, the chemist. We'll go with the chemist kit. I'm not gonna not take that right there. Okay, let's go with critical damage. Let's do status effect damage. Okay, we don't need to get that. But the cryo cannon just basically gets like, it didn't get buffed, but since the game itself got buffed, that makes that weapon just, you know, it just makes it more relevant now. It was always a good freezing weapon, but it was just one of those things, like, you never need to use it, because the game was at such an easy difficulty point to where you were way better off just building damage. It's like you were wasting a spot with cold weapons because of how little damage it did and how little utility it provided you, because you didn't need it. And plus, there were other weapons that you could get cold, and they were, I would argue, almost better freezing weapons. You know, like the plasma carbine, that's a really good freezing weapon. The wave cooker, that can be a really good freezing weapon. It basically flash freezes everything when it hits its beam on it. Okay, let's do the damage. But yeah, we've had many discussions about about the cryo cannon, and now we're gonna use it again. It's gonna be one of our, it's gonna be, you know, probably it is gonna be our main weapon. I'm gonna try to level this one up the most by far compared to everything else. Like, ideally we can get that weapon to like 30 and everything else maybe to like right at 18. You know, like, that would be sort of like the dream. Okay, I need to get these. We're kind of in a tough spot right now, though. All right, let's go with the damage, because we will level up the Thunderhead, but the Thunderhead's not Okay, there's this. I gotta get this cryo cannon. Okay, whew. We only had one more reroll left after that. I don't really think we're gonna get access to another cold weapon here, so we're not gonna really be able to do cold damage. If we can get the cold belt, we'll go with the cold belt. All right, we'll go damage. I'm gonna go armor because I am running, and we'll go damage there. Oh wow, a lot of a lot of damage here for this weapon. Let's go lifetime for beams. We'll go range. Okay, some pretty good upgrades there. And we'll probably do, if we can get the burn status effect on this weapon, we'll go with that, with the cryo cannon. Where it's kind of like a frost fire weapon. Okay, then we'll do sludge pump as our last one. So it's almost like we're running a normal status effect build here with like an interrogator, but we're focusing on the heavy weapons. The heavy side of it. Okay, let's do, we could do the damage there. Hopefully we get extra beams for this cryo cannon and not so much the other weapons. You know, that would be pretty sweet. Okay, I think we got all the nodes. In terms of gear here, we're going to be looking for armor, damage for meta resources. I am running a lower tier weapon here, mainly because this was one of the better potency items I had. I didn't really have a good legendary item that gave potency per meta resource. So this one, I mean, this is honestly a pretty good item for, you know, just being epic quality. 142 HP, 9 potency, 9 range, and then we're going to get extra potency. And I am running, of course, my lucky wrench, so we'll get a bunch of luck, status effect damage. And then we're going to be running this one for critical damage overall. This one's just like, again, those are just kind of the two staples of like the majority of the runs I do. I'm not going to pick that up because I'm not going to risk maybe not making it in time, but looks like we'll be good. Let's go potency there. Okay, we can't push too far.
Hatches shut, taking you to stage 2.
Okay, we'll do pickup radius, range, extra beam. We'll do crit damage. Oh man, we can't afford that. I will buy the armor then. We'll do the range. Okay, we're gonna do the extra beam. I kind of want to mark, like, I do want to get these. I do want to, because again, we're gonna be trying to build up the damage here as best as we can. So those are pretty decent. That's a lot of gold though.
We've got work to do and quotas to meet. You have your objectives.
But yeah, we obviously want to build up the luck as high as we can. Luck is really, really good with these types of weapons because the more luck you have, the more chances you have at extra beams, and beams are going to be like one of the most important upgrades for us here. I'm going to check this spot right here. Oh, yep. See, good thing I did. So again, this is going to give us, movement speed. No, wait, what is that? Not movement speed. It's gonna give us damage. Yeah, so straight up damage, and then it's also gonna give us potency. So meta resources are gonna be really important this run. All right, let's go potency on the acid. Okay, we'll do that reload. I do think I want to get everything to 18 at least, though, including the Thunderhead. Okay, we'll do the status effect damage. But the build is going to be mainly trying to work with the cryo, making that as best as we can.
We got supplies ready for you. Clear the landing zone of obstacles, please.
I'm growing stronger.
Okay, for this one, we'll do the damage reload.
My favorite type of clock. Take that! This stuff
Nicely done. Supplies inbound.
what a shot!
Okay, this is a reroll for sure. This is probably a reroll too. The reload isn't... I never really like going heavy reload with all these beam weapons. I guess we'll do an XP scanner. I usually generally just try to build like lifetime.
Objective completed.
Magnite,
No.
baby.
We'll pass on that HP.
Nuke bug pop.
Okay, I'm not gonna go for the legendaries yet. For one, I'm not even really sure if we could get it yet. We might be able to, but I have an XP scanner now.
I'll take it.
Okay, we could do that one.
Favorite color. Overclock says it's time to kill. Shoot to kill. Ooh.
The threat level keeps rising. You have to move, miner.
This is it.
We do get fire on this cryo cannon. It will become a status effect damage weapon to an extent.
This is gonna help me be a perfect dwarf. Oh, yeah.
Threat level increasing.
Dwarfs don't die easily.
I'm gonna go range.
Rare. Feels right. Feels rare. Feels right. I'm growing stronger. I rarely pick one of these. I rarely pick one of these.
Drop pod has arrived. Get there before the timer runs out. The drop pod is not going to hang around.
This is gonna help me be a perfect dwarf. This one's for Tom. This one's for Tom. I'll take this one.
Gather up your beard and get onto that drop
Yeah,
pod.
this cryo cannon is getting... this cryo cannon is just sadly getting left behind.
Well done, miner.
It's supposed to be my main weapon, and it's only level 6. I
Mission completed.
barely seen any upgrades for it. Okay, I can't get both of these. Let's just buy that.
Something
I'm gonna unmark this because I gotta do rerolls here. Okay, we'll do the range.
Changed my life.
We'll do the damage.
Says it's time to kill.
Damage.
Gonna roll the dice.
Come on, where's the cryo cannon upgrades? This guy's 13, but I need less sludge pump, more cryo.
Know the drill, miner. Fulfill your objectives. Let's get out of here.
This place is almost nice compared to last time. New bug pop. I found a gold vein. Did it. Ooh. Feeling much better.
I'll check down here just in case.
The scanner just lit up like a Christmas tree. We got a swarm incoming.
Death wants for Carl.
We got too much clutter for the supply pod to land. Do something.
Okay, for this type of run, okay, there's a legendary reload. Not the best upgrade, but at least it's a legendary and it's a pick for our weapon. Again, you know, I'm not planning on doing like a scanner build here, but if they show up, they show up. But ideally, I can just get like just straight up damage items.
Ready. Good work. Supply pod inbound.
If I can get the cold belt too, that would be great. Okay, this is a reroll. All right, pay to win.
It's fine.
Swarm detected. Get ready. We'll be with you shortly.
Your history.
I wonder one of these days too, you know, if I would have thought about it beforehand, what we could try to do one of these runs is just do like a pure damage beam run and not really worry about the status effect damage side of it, because there are a lot of upgrades on these weapons where you just increase the damage, you know, so we'll have like high damage output, but the damage over time will be pretty low. I think that would be kind of an interesting thing to try. I haven't really actually done that, so I might throw that on the to-do list. Can't do it this run because it's kind of a little too late, but I've taken I've taken a bunch of status effect damage upgrades. But you know, we'll literally just try to ignore that side of it and just go pure damage with the beam weapons. All right.
I want it.
There was a huge thing of nitrous somewhere. And I know the bugs destroyed it, so it doesn't really show up on the map anymore.
Don't mind if I do.
Careful. They're going blood crazed. Work fast, miner.
Much better. This is gonna help me be a perfect dwarf.
Oh, wow. Is this where it was? No. I'm gonna do the pickup radius. Oh yeah, here it was. It was right here. I'm glad I came up here. Because for some reason I didn't think it was as high up as it was. I thought it was lower. But then I saw my nitra values were pretty low. I'm tired of these reload upgrades for this weapon, but anything to move the needle towards it getting to higher levels.
I'll take this one. You ugly son of a bitch.
Plenty more where that came from. Stage 4 is waiting for you, miner.
Okay, let's buy the XP, the crit. We'll buy the damage because that is, oh yes, hell yeah. There we go. Now we're getting a good upgrade. Okay, and we'll mark that, and then let's do one reroll and see if anything. Oh, okay. Oh no, that's the wrong weapon. I'm not gonna spend a legendary amount on that one. Hopefully we can get the more legendary beams. I'm glad we at least have like 4 now. This weapon is still definitely under leveled though. It's still our lowest level weapon. No, it's not. The Thunderhead is now. Okay, let's get this guy. We should be able to freeze him and then just kill him. No, not quite. We did kill him though. All right, let's do... We'll take the gold.
Let's get them in.
For this type of build too, I think it actually might be kind of cool if we could get the pickled nitra just to give us like that big damage boost with this weapon. Let's go with that. We're getting, again, this is pretty similar to one of these other builds I did not too long ago, where we're getting a lot of crit damage, but not necessarily a lot of crit chance. Not like I'm necessarily super building this up for crit damage, but I mean, again, I'm trying to incorporate as much damage as possible. And so this weapon will benefit a little bit more from crit damage and crit chance, since it doesn't have the status effect damage, at least not yet. But since we don't have it at level 12 yet, we haven't been able to see if we can get the fire upgrade. The burn damage. Okay, let's do that critical chance. I was really hoping we would get this weapon a little higher leveled up though. Oh, I hate this weapon. I hate it when we like freeze the exploders, because then I don't know if I'm gonna kill them or not. Dang, there's another upgrade, but I'm gonna take that epic luck. That's the no-brainer. Yeah, literally, as he said, that's the no-brainer pick. Oh, we got a magnet. Okay, there's the frozen belt for 15% extra cold damage. We'll just take it. Let's go with range on that one. I mean, that's cool that we at least got the belt already. Don't really need to worry about getting that, because I really did want to get that one. Just so you know, that like when we get to the end, you know, there's no like what ifs about how good of a weapon this cold one is. The only thing that we are kind of missing out on is because we're not necessarily doing a full on like cold build. We're not, oh yeah, legendary damage. We're not getting like that, you know, the cold damage upgrades. If we had another cold weapon, that's kind of the only thing we're missing out on. But since this was never really intended to be a cold damage weapon, we're going mainly for the flamethrower and the cryo.
Let's show them some fire.
Okay, did we already? It looks like we already explored that whole top area.
One down.
Threat level increasing.
I rarely pick one of these.
Ooh, weapon range.
I rarely pick one of these.
Oh, there it is. The burn. Oh, or we could just, man. Or we could just go straight up damage. I think we'll go with the burn because I have been building like the status effect stuff mainly for taking this. But this is exactly what I'm talking about with that other sort of build suggestion. Like, we take some of these weapons and we just build up straight up damage as much as we can. But I am going to do the burn here. I'm going to do the burn because we have been building that status effect. And we do have the, you know, we have the chemist kit right here. So let's go nitra there.
Whole life better. It'll do. One down. No way. A legendary. Say your life off.
Get yourself onto that drop pod. It's about to head out.
Feel much better now. Epic upgrade. That's a no-brainer.
Stage 4 completed. Next stage is the dreadnought. Prepare accordingly.
Okay, XP gain, mining, damage. Let's see. For this one, let's go with the straight up damage.
Clock. My favorite type of clock.
Okay, I'll do that because we have a lot. Okay, we'll buy that.
Be the best survivor. Oh yeah, I'm feeling lucky.
Okay, I'm gonna mark this. Man, these are a lot of good ones here. I'm gonna mark all these. Then I guess I'm just buying that.
Looks fancy.
See, and then like again, another like damage one.
Overclock time, baby.
Let's do one reroll.
Will be better.
Actually, let's do 2 rerolls because we have pay to win. All right, so we'll stick with this. Is again going to be a very expensive shop, but I think these are all pretty good upgrades.
The dreadnought will emerge when you destroy the small cocoons. And watch out for elites. Keep your cool. You will make it out just fine.
Our luck isn't super high yet. 93. Look at the range on that fire beam now.
I killed the loot bug, and I'm really much prouder.
Objective completed.
I'm a better dwarf than yes.
That's my favorite upgrade to get right now. Damage on this cryo cannon.
Supplies
Okay, we could probably do the coupon.
I rarely go for this one.
It's early enough to get a coupon.
Epic upgrade. That's a no-brainer. Think you can kill me? Think again. Say hello to my little friend. Never felt better.
Okay, I'm gonna do that legendary armor. Because again, more armor equals more luck. So now we're 110.
One down. Shoot, kill. Watch out. It's big and it's dangerous.
This boss fight might take a little bit. I'm not really sure. I feel like we've had okay damage though. We could use extra beams though on some of these weapons, especially like the fire weapon could use another beam right now, even though I know we just passed up 3 beams, but I really did like the idea of kind of like getting more damage and potency with that one. I think we'll maybe take the same upgrade though when we get the cryo. I think we'll do the better beams also to get the more damage on it, because this one does have 4 beams. My acid only has 2 beams at the moment. And then my Thunderhead really isn't like that far leveled up. Okay, literally as I was talking about not having a lot of luck, we just went up to 133 luck. We just got 40 luck, like in a couple levels.
Have a bullet in the front. Never felt better. We don't see these every day. You ugly son of a bitch. One down. You're ugly.
Threat move down. Objective completed. Excellent job. Drop pod has arrived. Get there before the timer runs
I
out.
got it in
The
the
drop pod
mouth.
is not going to hang around.
And all right, I'm gonna do the potency because I gotta
Next, keep it together.
get this weapon. I gotta get this weapon. It's getting there, but it's not quite there. Okay, I'm not gonna be able to buy all these. Let's just buy the mining for now, and I'm gonna have to unmark that.
More options.
I'm gonna mark this.
Show me more. Gonna roll the dice on this one.
All right, I'm gonna do that paint job. As much as I don't like doing that,
Show me more.
that weapon's, it's getting too far behind. I'm gonna do this one too, and then with this one, let's do the 3 beams.
This is gonna change everything.
All right.
I'm a new dwarf.
It is a bummer how little upgrades are showing up for this.
Do your objectives. Let's get out of here.
I hate this damn lemon. Sorry, little one. Your own fault for being full
And I actually think I'll go, if we get the opportunity, I think we'll go with the extra beams for this cryo. I think that'll just be a little bit better.
I needed that.
Prepare to fight for your life. The big swarm is approaching. The surface is too packed for the supply pod to land. Please clear it.
Of course, it literally keeps showing me resources. I was gonna go get that supply drop, but then literally right on the edge of the screen there'd be another resource node. Okay, so now we're, I guess, gonna have to go back and get that now.
Swarm is approaching.
Okay, damage, and then let's do the 3 beams.
Overclock time, baby.
The swarm is heading your way. Load up.
Boom,
Supply pod launched. Stand clear of the impact zone.
Okay, we'll do the luck. We'll do that one now.
much better.
Yes! Let's go! Another beam for this weapon. Oh, thank you. Now we're turning it around. Yes. I love that like the few beam upgrades we have gotten have been for the cryo cannon. Let's, it might be too late to kind of try to get the legendary on this. I think it is. Yeah, it's way too late.
Beat your maker, crazy.
So let's just get out the rest of the map now.
You shouldn't muck precious mineral. It was
See, this is why I hate the freezing weapon sometimes. We might be able to get the legendary if I have to focus though. So next floor I'll try to focus on it.
pay for all.
But I don't want to do it quite yet because there's still a lot more to explore here. Yeah, see, here we go. Nitra.
Bugs sign the likes of which has never seen.
A meta resource.
Satisfied. Get moving. It will
Dang, that hit hard.
No time if I epic upgrade. That's a no-brainer.
time's ticking, miner. Move it.
Eat that.
Stage 6.
Okay, that was now we're looking at a very good cryo cannon. We'll buy that. We'll buy that.
Best survivor.
Just because now because of all those extra beams we got, I'm gonna mark this, and I'm just gonna do
Their stuff. Next.
I'm gonna do re-rolls to try to get. We'll buy that because that guy. Now that everything's 18, I don't feel as bad. Okay, I'm gonna buy that crit.
This one.
We'll do one more re-roll and no, I'm gonna save up. We'll just mark this. No, we'll mark this one too, because this is our secondary weapon. So at this point, let's try not to level up the sludge pump really anymore, other than maybe, you know, the random level up here and there. But
I'm having the best time in my life right now. We got it! Huzzah!
all right, we'll do the 3 levels.
I rarely go for this one.
Can't reload anything. Okay, we'll do the damage. Ooh. I don't need the range anymore, so let's go with the armor. I don't really want the reload either, but I guess we'll go with that. That was a bummer. I had no gold to do any rerolls there either.
Swarm detected. Get ready. They'll be with you shortly. The scout just lit up like a Christmas tree. We got a swarm incoming.
Let's go. Say hello to my little friend.
Prepare to fight for your life. The big swarm is approaching.
I'm growing stronger. Attack! That's all you got.
Supply pod ready for
Aw, what a horrible supply pod. That was literally the worst one. Right in the middle of all the enemies and backtracks us. Okay, let's do, I mean, I guess we'll do the legendary range for everything.
Change my life.
impact imminent.
Okay, let's do, yeah, we could do gold tip bullets for more damage.
Let me be a perfect dwarf.
Exemplary work. You've achieved your objective in a record time.
This is perfect for build.
This one guy right here is taking a while to kill. This is gonna be close. This is gonna be very close. Okay. Extra beams? No.
There before the timer runs.
Um,
Pod is not going to hang around.
I'm gonna go with the gold, I think. Man, I definitely missed out on some nitra. Here's one. I'm definitely not gonna be able to get, if there's another node, I'm not gonna be able to get it.
Gotta move on, miner. The drop pod will head out momentarily.
Oh my god, let's fucking go. Love it. I'm loving these beam upgrades right now. So good. That's like our 3rd or 4th one. Not a lot of nitra here though. Okay, there's a beam. Oh, just enough to get these.
This upgrade's gonna change.
So I guess we'll do that. Let's get both of those.
Next.
Okay, we'll buy that.
Stronger.
I guess we could buy that.
Nothing for me here. Let's try again. Let me try again. This one suits me best. I rarely. Nope. Try again.
And then we'll mark that damage. Okay. Okay, so we got 2 upgrades now for next one. Okay. We're looking good now with our cryo cannon. So we got 4 beams right here, and then we got 1, 2, 3 legendary beam upgrades with this. I would like to see more legendary damage upgrades. I think that would kind of be the next, like, we got 1 there. We got some legendary reloads. Yeah, that's I like that though. I'm glad out of all the extra beams we got, it was for the cryo cannon.
I found a gold vein.
Prepare to fight for your life. A big swarm is approaching.
Bloody hell, you're hot. Shoot it in the face. Bloody hell, you're hot to kill. Sure, why not?
Swarm detected. Get ready. We'll be with you shortly.
Hello, and good boy.
We have supply pod prepped for you.
Oh, another really bad supply drop. Wow, legendary damage there. I'm gonna go with the luck though.
Swarm is heading your way.
I do think that legendary damage would have been the better pick, but I'm building up. That weapon's okay. Let's do the hooey bait. We should be able to get these guys all right away. I was hoping we'd get them before they could even run, but
Minerals secured. The stuff of legend. Yes, please. Boom, baby.
I guess it's not. It's a little late for the XP, but
One down.
all right, let's get that gold.
Give me that. Woo, baby.
I don't know if we're gonna get the legendary here. I feel like there's a lot of the map and I haven't completed the quest yet. Well, I guess we'll complete it right here.
Well done. You got more.
Let it fight.
This is gonna be close. Dang, that was close again, but we got it.
Task is complete. The drop pod is prepped and ready. Get on it before it leaves.
I'll just take the damage.
Legend.
Okay, legendary reload on you. Once again, man, I missed like another nitro node somewhere. We've been getting some unfortunate supply drops and then kind of some unfortunate drop pods too. You know, the drop pod, if it would have dropped above us, that would have been so much better.
Gather up your beard and get onto that drop pod. It's about
Okay, I'm gonna take the arm or the damage here.
Damn it. Never felt better.
Station 9 is next. Keep it together.
Really
Ooh.
sweet.
Okay, I'm gonna buy the damage. I'll mark the potency.
Wee, not too. Show me more.
We'll mark the potency again. Beam damage.
I want nothing from me here. Let's try again. I already feel stronger.
I mean, if we can get all...
I'm having
Okay. I was gonna say, if we could get all 3 of these next round, or all 5 of these to be cryo, that would be sweet. Okay, we're gonna need nitro though.
Your mission is clear. Get to it.
All right, we gotta make sure we hit all like the nitros this time. Each round, it kind of, the last couple rounds, it seems like I've been missing a stack of nitra. Then of course we find all the cold stuff or gold right away. I think I just need to mine less too. Like I only have an XP scanner, so let's not mine as much.
This'll do.
Big swarm detected. Lock up and get ready.
Feeling much better. Let's go then, some hurry.
Well done. You got them all.
Deep Rock open.
So now for this drop, I'm gonna want it to be either to my right or above me, not behind me. Okay.
This is gonna help me be a perfect dwarf.
I'm surprised this counts. I'm clearly not in it. We could maybe go with this one now, I think. We have almost a full overclock, and that'll give us a good damage boost. Because I really don't want to spend that nitra either. What's that down there? A magnet? Okay. Dang. Okay, come on. We gotta get lucky and find the nitra nodes here.
Let's clear them out. You don't see these every day.
Again, some sort of indicator where the nodes are would be sweet. You know, like an actual nitra scanner. I gotta go. I'm not gonna try to get the legendary this one. Yeah, see, there's still nitra. And then I have to go get, there's a magnet down there too. All right, we'll do the damage again. There's too much left to clear out on this map. Okay, that's good. Okay, so we could actually get all these, which is nice.
It's a little extra. Nothing for me here.
Okay, this is our last shop. I'm gonna save up to see if we can try to get another legendary here.
What else? Next.
Potency, like I'll take a damage one too. But this is our last shop here. Range, no. Okay, we'll buy that. Oh my god, it worked. Hell yes, it worked. All right. Okay, then we'll just buy, let's buy that, and then we'll buy this. That's nuts. I can't believe that. Amazing. What an amazing cryo cannon we have here. It got to, you know, the second half of this run was so much better than the first half. I was really worried about this cryo cannon because it was under leveled, but now it's the highest level by a decent amount. It's pretty much kind of, this build is definitely like right about where I wanted it to be. We have a level 24 flamethrower, a level 33 cryo, so it's definitely our highest weapon, and pretty much all the beam upgrades were for this weapon, which is great. I think that was our 4th legendary beam upgrade. Okay, and then I do have gold tip bullets, so we're not going to spend our gold, but we have this also, and 37 stacks of that. If we could get a nitra scanner here, that would be probably the best item, or not, pickled nitra. If we could get pickled nitra, that would probably be the best item. our crit man. This is what I was telling you about. We got like our crit damage 563%, super good, but that crit chance at 59 is really low.
Insertion. The drop point is too rocky, so please clear it out.
So let's see what we get here. I have a bunch of rerolls I can do, and it doesn't matter because I don't have anything that I need for my nitra. Okay, we'll do the damage. We'll just do the damage here because that's 103% damage. That's a lot. We're gonna lose a lot of HP there, but that's still plenty. So that puts us at almost 1,000% damage. And I know we're missing a lot of gold here too.
Now this is a rare treat. I'm clocking it to 11. Say hello to my little friend. Say for all my
Gonna say that sounded like a legendary. Oh, okay. I was gonna say too late for the gold bug, but you know, we have gold tip bullets, so we can still use it. That's the second time in a row I've seen the gold bug on the last floor, though. All right, I think that's maybe it. Potency. Get one little last level in there. Maybe another one here. Maybe. Not quite. Yeah, let's see if we can get one more level up. I can use my scanner. Come on, we can get one more. We can do it. All right. We'll just do the fire rate. Okay, so final stats here before we get to this boss fight. 573 HP, 146 armor, 81 move speed, 1047 damage. Not bad for not having pickled nitra either. This item really boosts us up because we're at what, level 104 or 105 right now. Crit chance at only 60, but really high crit damage. Status effect damage is not bad. And then we have a ton of potency too, which we can't really quite see here. I guess we have 71, but you know, we got like all the, I wish you could see how much we actually got from like what our actual percentage is. Cause we have the item that does give us extra potency, per meta resource. Damage wise, this is okay. You know, for like the new hard difficulty, this is pretty decent. I can't get too fast and loose though because my HP isn't like super high. But that was pretty good. You know, for like really a non-status effect build with these weapons, that was pretty solid. And now I'm kind of curious to see what sort of damage we did with this cryo cannon.
You've proven that one dwarf can do the work of four if we just give you enough guns. Management is pleased.
All right, so we did get one legendary. We got a bunch of gear here. One legendary though. Yeah, wow. This weapon still did by far the most damage. I'm a little disappointed to see the lack of damage this weapon did, to be honest. Granted, it did do like some of this fire damage. You know, like this one did 283 million fire damage, so you have to automatically subtract that from this. So that leaves like 110 million divided among however many stacks these are. But the stacks here also include frost, not fire, so nearly impossible to tell how much exact damage this did, because I don't think you can split up like the stacks between frost and fire. Yeah, This weapon still kind of holds true to what I said about it, though. We built this weapon up. I built this weapon up as much as possible. We got our cold damage. We got tons of extra beams. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 extra legendary beams. And then we got 4 extra beams here. We got the extra damage and we got the burn. Yeah, and I even tried to favoritize this weapon by not going with the interrogator. So so this weapon wouldn't necessarily get the benefit of the status effect damage, because again, the interrogator gets like 100% status effect damage and then 30% less damage. So that would have really hurt this weapon and really helped this weapon, but it didn't matter. This weapon did significantly more damage. And then even the Thunderhead, I mean, we'll just say like, I'll be generous and say like 60, 70 million. Like maybe, I don't even know if we can give it like, yeah, I guess maybe we can give it like 30 million fire damage. So yeah, we'll say somewhere around there. I really have no idea. But yeah, I mean, it still was the second best weapon. This weapon at 25, it only level 13. And then yeah, our sludge pump didn't necessarily do. The sludge pump was a little lower than I thought too, but we didn't really get, like, I mean, yeah, well, that's why we got 1, 2, 3 epic paint jobs on this. So this was really only a level like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Like this was almost like a level 8 weapon with just the overclocks. In terms of items, again, I did whatever I could do to sort of boost this guy by going mostly damage. We did end up getting the chemist kit right away for status effect and potency. And then yeah, we even got the cold belt for 15%. We got the luck. And then we did get the fire bell here, but that was near the end. And then yeah, just mainly damage items here to top this off. Overall, I mean, it was a really good run. But I definitely don't think this is a carry weapon. You can't carry with this weapon. Imagine if we had like another weapon that wasn't this weapon that did, you know, like 40 million, 50 million damage. It would have been so much harder. But this weapon just, God, this weapon's so good. And we didn't even build that well for it. I mean, I guess we did get some pretty good upgrades, but we didn't even really build our status effect damage and stuff that high. Yeah, interesting. But yeah, I think I'll revisit this maybe in like a week or so. And I will try to do just the straight up damage for these, you know, like, instead of getting some of these, well, I guess I didn't really take any of the potency ones, but like this one, you know, like the 100% damage, we'll go with like those sort of upgrades instead of doing, like this one. I think we took this one right here. So we did take the fire, but there was a 60% damage upgrade. So we could take that. I think we'll try that with like these weapons, but there we go. That's it. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy these videos, please like, subscribe, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.